So as we close today, I just have a couple of observations. One of the things that Walt and I talked about earlier in the week was that he's really looking for the next level in his life. Here's a man who's been a very successful corporate executive, who's not yet 60, who could retire and spend time with his grandkids. But he's not going to do that because he wants to stay in the game, because he knows he can make a huge difference across the pond in the motherland. I think that's amazing. I think one of the things that brings us all together is that I really believe we're addicted to progress, and that we're all addicted and searching for the next level in our lives. This week was a big week in the media. We have a new pope. The Roman Catholic Church has decided that this guy who's taking the name Francis is the next pope. History will judge that he is a young pope from Spirit Lake, Iowa, into the Graham Place apartments in St. Paul. My mother is also 76. And I got to thinking about what the next level looks like for the Pope. I mean, she didn't move into the Vatican, but she moved into one place that represents the next level in her life. And my mother has an interesting picture into what the next level can look like, because her mother, my grandmother, Arlene Hunter of Iowa, she lived to 103. She was a remarkable human being. At the age of 89, she was the oldest person on the face of the planet in the history of the world to have a triple bypass surgery at the Mayo Clinic. They did it because she was so mentally sharp that they could not do it. After she recovered, she's a professional musician. She'd been playing the piano for 70 years. She set her mind to memorize every Chopin etude. There are 27 of them, so she did one a month. And when she was midway through her 93rd year, she'd finished them all. So my mother has that picture in her head of what the next level looks like. I think another thought that goes through my mind a lot is that I sort of feel like we're all living in the same movie. That we've got these same aspirations and same challenges. And lately this week has been full of a lot of challenges with people around me. I hope I don't mind, but I hope you don't mind. Delaine's mother-in-law had a sudden heart attack and is maybe facing the very end of her life. A colleague of ours has had a mother with waiting for surgery. One of my clients, I was on the phone yesterday, her mother died after a whole series of a concert of surgeries. My next door neighbor, Jim Knudsen, who's here at the breakfast all the time, he had a granddaughter who was born 5 months premature. Smaller than a Diet Coke can. She's 6 pounds today. Well, my point is this. Yeah, absolutely. It's absolutely terrific. My point is this. Sometimes in the movie, the plot twists get ugly. It's happened to every single one of us. And that's what makes it difficult to stay positive sometimes and to continually radiate goodness in all situations, good or bad. That's why passionately that blending the 7 F's is the key. When our faith lies alive in our work and it runs through our family, and when we take care of our bodies, and when we are hopeful about the future, as Walt talked about us here, I really feel like that's the way to continue to radiate goodness. So my challenge to you now is I really hope this month you can think a lot. You know, springtime brings out all sorts of fabulous, optimistic, hopeful emotions and energy in our lives, right? Especially when we live in Minnesota. So now is a really good time for you to crystallize your aspirations. Can you imagine what's going on in the mind of Pope Francis? He's getting himself ready for the next level, and I think you can too. And then when you do crystallize that, let us know what we can do to help you get there. Because nothing significant ever happens alone. That's what we do for each other. When good leaders, Work together with good intentions. That's what makes great things possible.